Hello again, YouTube. I am back with another very serious video message about various individuals or famous public figures or celebrities from the A-list to the Z-list that have fallen victim to ritual blood sacrifices, which basically means that they have been killed and or murdered and imposter replaced with demonic satanic clones courtesy of the Illuminati. And today's subject is singer-songwriter, producer, and composer Mariah Carey. Before I get down to the message, I would just like to say that if you're not spiritual, then this message is not for you. If you're the kind of person that thinks everything is a joke and a game, this message is not for you. If you're the kind of person who doesn't want to know the truth, nor has any desire to abide in it or follow it, then this message is not for you. And if you're the kind of individual that if you don't believe in God, that believe in Jesus Christ, that there's a God, that there's a devil, there's a heaven, that there's a hell, that the Bible is a fairy tale, a bunch of fairy tales put together, and that Jesus Christ is an imposter, then this message is not for you, because it's just not going to make any sense. And I'm going to bring all this stuff up whether you like it or not. So you might as well just heed this disclaimer or this warning or this caution and just click away from this video, because if you get offended, then it's not my fault. But moving on, for as long as I can remember, I know something hasn't been right about this Mariah Carey person. And when the revelation finally dawned on me about 2 years ago that they killed celebrities and replaced them with these clones courtesy of the military intelligence, the CIA, or the Central Intelligence Agency, MI5 or MI6, or Military Intelligence Divisions 5 and 6 as they call it in the UK, or the military industrial complex. I decided after I found out that this took place with the Beatles, I decided to look into this further, and I believe the Holy Spirit had led me to do this, was leading me the whole time, but because when I first found out it was a possibility a few years earlier, I instantly went into denial mode, and I didn't believe any of this. But I didn't go around debating people or anything like some of you dumb, stupid, ignorant idiots up here. Now, I also like to say that if you're a paid shield or a hired detractor on the government's payroll that's been sent around these parts to troll and harass people and mock and make fun and ridicule and deride people that are taking a stand for the truth, then I don't have time for you. I'm not going to debate with you. I'm not going to argue with you. And I don't have time for you. And I can smell you a mile away. So whatever you're thinking, then you need to just forget about it. And if you come up here, if any of you other people come up here saying that, oh, Mariah changed because she had plastic surgery, or it's her hair that's changed, or her clothes, or it's Photoshop, or she got older, it's aging, then your comments won't see the light of day, because I'm filtering them now. Because people just weren't being respectful. Or if you're the kind of nutcase or idiot or whatever, and comes in and tries to argue with me or debate with me and say really nasty things, you're going to be blocked. So I just like to let you know how things are right off the bat. But getting off, for as long as I can remember something, moving on, for as long as I can remember, so I know something hasn't been right about Mariah Carey, but after I learned the truth, after it dawned on me, and God, He has led me and has made provision for me to find out the truth, I decided to do some investigations by putting together comparisons of photos and audio and basically, interviews and stuff, and to, check out how things have changed with this Mariah Carey product over the years, because I want you people to know that celebrities, even the original ones, especially the original ones, they aren't, to the Illuminati, they're not considered human. They're just they're just a brand or a name to a brand name or a name brand to or vehicles to push the elite's agenda, the Illuminati's agendas. And after putting all this stuff together, I come to the sad conclusion that Mariah Carey, the original Mariah Carey, has been going away from us for the past 23 years approximately. And the one that you saw in the Unplugged concert, it wasn't a real Mariah. And somebody said, how do you know? It's because her voice had lost that richness, that rich, velvety, soulful timbre that it had when she first came out. And not only that, she didn't sing the songs as well. She didn't hit as many high notes, and her persona was a little bit more arrogant. I mean, perhaps maybe it was because she was programmed to act that way or something. But that's how I know she had disappeared. And some of the songs on Music Box were recorded by the original Mariah Carey, but the rest of them were recorded by the first replacement. I would just like to get down to the comparisons. Actually, this first photo was taken, the one on the left was actually taken in 1992. And I don't know if that's the real Mariah or not. I believe that's the very same one that we saw in the Unplugged concert. But let's just assume that she is for argument's sake. And the thing that did give away that the original Mariah is no longer with us is the length of the necks. And to be fair and stuff, I mean, I try to make these pictures line up as much as possible in size and, in position and stuff like that. So nobody can accuse me of being, unfair with my comparisons or showing partiality. But basically the neck links are different. The neck, that's another red herring for spotting imposter replacement. And also knows that this Mariah Carey, she's the very first replacement, but I don't know whether she has a nose job or that they alter her DNA so she'll have a pointier nose. But the real Mariah Carey had a wider nose. And this Mariah Carey right here is obviously very fake. And this photo was taken about 10 years ago during the Emancipation of Mimi phase. And I don't know what it is with these clone eyes, but it's like they can't focus. And if you people want to know more about this, then check out Peter Beater's commentary about this subject of artificial life and organic robotoids and synthetic humanoids and just cloning in general. But moving on, the Mariah Carey on the right, she doesn't she not only looks a bit mannish, I notice her head is larger and the chin is slightly different. She just looks very sinister. And thing with clone eyes, it's like their eyes don't respond well to light, and they can't focus properly. They can't look you right in the eye or something. They can't look right into the camera. And she also had a concert that was released, I think, the following year while she was on that tour. And I tried looking at it, but it was just very hard. It was just very hard for me to watch it because she was so different in looks and talent and personality and voice from the original Mariah Carey. It was just hard to watch because I just knew it wasn't. I knew it wasn't her, and the body type is very different. The real Mariah Carey was thin, but the one that replaced her was, the ones I would say the ones from '99 and on up to now, are they're big boned, and it seems like no matter how much weight they lose, like the ones you saw during the 2008 during the M equals the what do you call it, the name of the album, the E equals MC squared or something. That phase, that was when the Mariah Carey clones were their slenders, but they were still bigger than the original Mariah. And right here, this is the original Mariah, and it was taken in the early 90s. And once again, she also has a longer neck than her first replacement. This picture was taken probably between 1994 and 1996. And the eyes are also different. I noticed that with the original Mariah, her eyes were more they were more oval shaped and they were rounder and they were further apart. But with the Mariah Carey imposters, their eyes are more almond shaped and they're closer together, and the face is a little bit flatter. The chin is also a little more pointier and it's rounder and a little more fatter, or I should say bulbous, on the imposter. And I'm gonna be honest, Um, for the first, I would say, first 7 years or so, the Mariah Carey replacements weren't that bad. You know, they were very beautiful and they sounded good on stage and all. But ever since 1999, when the Rainbow album came out, the clones have been circling the drain since that time, if I'm being honest. I mean, you know, they got bigger and, you know, they weren't as pretty or anything like that. And then this comp right here, the differences couldn't be obvious. More obvious. You know, Mariah Carey had doubles even back in her early day when the original was still alive. But that's, you know, that's customary in the entertainment industry. I mean, you know, I've accepted. I still don't like it, but I've accepted that because, you know, these people have very grueling schedules, and this calls for body doubles and stuff. But anyway, the one on the left, I'm just assuming that she's the original. And as you can see, she has a more natural look and she looks more human. But the one on the right is, this picture was taken in 97, and around the time the Butterfly album was released, and you notice that she got red. Excuse me. She's wearing her skin tight, strapless red dress, and red represents Illuminati bloodlines, and it also means that the individual, the subject in the photo is, or in the video, is marked for sacrifice. And I hate to break this to y'all, but all of the former Mariah Carey clones are dead, from the 1990s are dead. All of them are deceased, because number one, clones don't live long. Because I just believe, I mean, I don't really believe that many of them were synthetic. I believe they were genuine clones. But the organic robotoids and synthetic humanoids, they don't last for weeks or months. But the clones can last up to 3 years, and they look more human. You know, she looks kind of fake in the right photo. She actually looks significantly more beautiful than the Mariah Carey clones, and she's also more slender than the Mariah Carey clones in recent years. As you notice, the knees on the clone is they're larger, and things of that nature. And also notice that when they swapped the real Mariah Carey out with the imposters, they also made her get rid of her ethnic hair, that beautiful curly hair that, you know, that she had, and they traded for it. They gave her more, I guess, a more European appearance, so she would appeal to wider audiences and stuff. And I'm gonna get on to the photo collage to show you people that, hopefully open up your eyes, you people's eyes, to the fact that different people have been playing there have been many individuals over the years that have played Mariah Carey. And this photo, and I lifted this picture off of Tumblr some time ago. As you can plainly see, there's been various individuals play this Mariah Carey, that share Mariah Carey's identity over the years. And the first 2 or 3 pictures of the original Mariah Carey. And as you can see in this photo from 1996, the head is not only larger and fuller and rounder, and the jaw and the face is rounder. She also has a bit of a clone stare in her eyes. Just a bit of an empty gaze. And ever since, I would say, from the summer of '99 on to now, the Mariah Carey clones haven't been that pretty to me. I'm gonna be honest, they haven't been that pretty. But from early '98, early '99 and on back, they've been pretty. And they've been, you know, you see right here, she just looks like an evil witch, and she looks very tranny-ish. And the real Mariah Carey, I don't know if I mentioned this before, she was slim. She was a slender lady, but you know, the ones that came after her, especially the ones today, they're big boned. And they have shorter necks. The real Mariah Carey had a longer neck. But since my time is running short, I'm going to just make this as brief as possible. Let's see if I can come up with any other examples. Okay, pre-fame. Right here, I personally believe that Mariah Carey was born a boy. But, you know, since she's dead and she's in heaven now, I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, in these photos right here, she looks like a little boy. And right here, this is her picture from her senior year, 1986, when she graduated. And that's original Mariah Carey. But with no further ado, I guess I'll see you people next time. God bless you, and I'm out. Goodbye.